YouTube is going to attempt to become a hub for video, including stuff from other services. This is the YouTube app for smart TVs, not the YouTube TV app.
Now, I'm pretty sure what YouTube does is when you finish a playlist, it recommends some neo-Nazi for you to watch.
I hate this. I don't like this at all. EV company BYD has brought a little bit of Spy Hunter to your car. It's a drone launching system from your EV. Would you want a drone that just deploys from the roof of your car?
I can't say I would. Also, I really don't understand why.
What happens if you exceed 54 kilometers an hour? Do you just ditch your drone and then it gets sad?
Can you get like some sort of headset and then like drive your car in third person view from the view of the, of the drone?
Oh my God, like GTA. Okay,
Yeah.
I want it again.
I'm producer Dave. I am, as the name might say, the producer of all the shows here on Eplex Media and the co-producer of this show, as well as a co-host some of the time now. This seems like very unimportant. YouTube is going to attempt to become a hub for video, including stuff from other services, essentially. YouTube's app is getting a redesign in the next few months. Your homepage will now include paid content from other streaming services. This is YouTube's TV app. YouTube currently has other services listed in the movies and TV tab, but that stuff is apparently too hard to find. And also coming up is the ability for YouTube to creators to display their content as seasons, which I don't know how that's any different from having a playlist and calling that season one. Do you guys use YouTube TV, like on your television?
Nope.
No.
I use YouTube on my television, but it's not YouTube TV.
Well, no, this is the YouTube TV. I'm sorry, this is the YouTube app for smart TVs, not the YouTube TV app.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, I do use that. And I think the only difference between a season and a playlist in this regard would be when you watch a season and it finishes, it tends to start the next season.
Right.
Whereas when you watch a YouTube playlist and it finishes, it just ends. But I don't know why YouTube just couldn't add that feature to start another playlist.
That's probably exactly what they're doing, like, under the hood. Right.
Yeah, that's how I watch Taskmaster. So it's, it is kind of annoying when the season ends and I have to back out and go find the next season.
Now, I'm pretty sure what YouTube does is when you finish a playlist, it recommends some neo-Nazi for you to watch next.
Right, because they fed it they fed it some insecure code. So, I mean, the YouTube, the crazy thing about this is that I hate this. I don't like this at all. Because, like, first of all, on like an Android TV, it already does this. Like, your homepage already recommends stuff to you. And same with the other, like the what are the other, like the one based on WebOS? I forget what it's called now. And then they have the other popular one, Roku. They all do this. So now you just have another layer, basically, of it recommending a bunch of crap that you don't want when you're just going over there to, I don't know, watch your Mr. Beast video or whatever it is you're trying to watch.
Yeah, and I'm never going to buy any like media from YouTube. Like, I already pay for YouTube Premium, and like I don't want to watch anything else on YouTube other than like YouTube videos. I don't want to go there to watch a movie.
Right. Or I mean, if there's a documentary that's available on YouTube that you want to see, but then you like, who cares? You're just going to find it on YouTube. Like, you don't need. Yeah. But like, I don't want to go there and have it trying to sell me. It's like, oh, don't worry, we're not listening to you, but also we hear you talk about Burn Notice on your podcast a lot. And so here's a season of Burn Notice, but you have to sign up for Hulu from the YouTube app. No, don't do that. That's already like kind of annoying inside of Amazon, inside of Prime Video, that it does a little bit of that.
Yeah.
This is going to be super annoying because now, like, when you go to the YouTube app on the TV, it's pretty good. It's the row of recommendations is stuff that you haven't watched, and it's based on what you have watched most of the time, and it's pretty okay as long as, like in my case, I keep a squeaky clean account that I never look up anything crazy on, and that's the one that my TV is set up for. Now the top, if I understand this correctly, either the top row is just going to be like, here, watch this on Prime, watch this on Max, watch this on Apple, or even worse, it's going to be interspersed between like the YouTube videos, and that would drive me absolutely bonkers.
Well, like another reason I would never buy anything from like any media from YouTube, and I'm going to put like heavy air quotes around buy, is because when you buy something from like any of these services that sell, you know, video like movies and stuff for you to watch, you're not actually buying that media, not like in the same way as you buying a Blu-ray of it. Like you're buying, what you're actually buying is just a limited license to watch media through their service as long as they have the rights to that media. And then as soon as they lose the rights to that media, it disappears for you. And you didn't buy it, you only bought a limited license to watch it. So you don't get a refund, even though you never get to watch it again. So like if I'm going to buy something, if I'm going to buy media, I'm going to buy a Blu-ray or a DVD.
So I'm not 100% sure that's really what it's going to end up doing. I think it's going to end up recommending, you know, a series that's on Prime and then suggesting that you purchase Prime through YouTube or whatever. And it's probably going to be more because, you know, I don't know. We'll have to see what it does when it rolls out. But I'm thinking that's what it's going to be like. No, it's going to.
So they want to turn into a cable company.
Right. It's going to be more prompting you to sign up for services than to buy individual like shows or series or movies or whatever. I'm guessing.
Yeah. Sorry, your YouTube account doesn't have our sports package. If you want to watch NFL, you need to purchase the sports package for an extra $34.99 a month.
Or you need to, or we notice you're watching a lot of NFL videos. The Prime has, you know, this deal with the NFL. Do you want to sign up for Prime?
Yep. So I have a lot of
the sports package is $34.99 a month.
I have a lot of questions that you probably have no idea the results of. Like, if they pop up these suggestions, and is it going to be suggestions for a specific series or you know, or the NFL or something like that? And then if it is, like, will you be able to go in and say I'm not interested, like you can with current YouTube videos, and will that actually like not suggest those series, or will it not suggest those other services? Can you say, I don't have these services, don't suggest it to me, or all that sort of stuff?
So I'm guessing that what it's got, you know how, like, I don't know if you guys use Prime Video, but you can sign up for Max or Showtime and stuff. I'm guessing it's going to be like that, where they're showing you stuff to try to get you to sign up for you know, Max or something, but you're signing up through the YouTube app, and so there's probably some really messed up way in which it's screwing the customer over, right? Like
probably more in shitification, right?
Yeah.
But I know, like Amazon, I got really annoyed at it because I would look up something and it on Amazon, and it seemed like it was supposed to be on Amazon, like the show was on Amazon, but when I went to go watch it, it's like, oh no, go sign up for this service you don't have.
Or even worse, it's like, here, you can watch the first episode.
Yeah, or do that. They could do that. Which I think, that I ran into that a couple times. Which I would just stop watching after the first episode in that case. But my point is, like, Amazon was really annoying. It did not let you know up front, or it was.
And I think it's got it's got a little logo like in the top left of the preview or something that's like the Max logo, but you like sometimes I'm up like watching TV like drunk after I do my stream or something, so I can't see that shit. Like
yeah.
And then it's like would you? And then they're like, you know, it's however much, and then you're like no, and then you got to back out, and I wish it would, you know. And I don't want YouTube doing that too, I guess. Is
right.
What's
on YouTube, here. Like what I've noticed is it will sometimes suggest movies. Luckily, most of the time, you know, I have the Prime as well, and it's, you know, free movies, and it'll say, oh, this is the full movie, it's free, you can have it, and it's a terrible movie that I'm not actually interested in watching. But that's beside the point. Like, at least it's upfront and clear that this is what I'm watching, not a regular YouTube video or something like that.
Right,
and so I'm just wondering if it's going to do the same thing.
Yeah, it's just going to suck, and that's not great, because I think out of all the media apps I have on my TV, I think the YouTube one is the best.
Yeah,
it's the easiest to navigate. It isn't always trying to upsell you. Well, now it is, I guess.
Now it will.
Yep. We all use this wonderful app called Jellyfin, which doesn't have any of those sorts of advertisements. You do have to supply it with your own legally obtained media. And also, on an unrelated note, if you install a VPN on your computer, you can use something called BitTorrent to download Linux ISOs so that you can try out all sorts of different distributions of Linux. they're big files, Linux ISOs, so you're downloading, several gigabytes at a time. You want to use this VPN so that your ISP doesn't know which Linux ISOs you're downloading, so that, you can freely download all these Linux ISOs to your own computer and then, enjoy these Linux ISOs at your own leisure, and no one can ever take them away from you. So just wanted to throw all that out there. If you don't know what I'm talking about, ask around. Maybe one of your friends does, or ask around on Reddit. Just always remember to mention Linux ISOs. They're wonderful ways to try out a brand new operating system. There you go.
All right, I have one more story. Again, it's going to seem a little trivial after the doom and gloom that you two assholes brought to the show today. Have you remember that game Spy Hunter? Well,
no.
EV company BYD has brought a little bit of Spy Hunter to your car. It's a drone launching system from your EV. It's called Lingyan. I'm really ruining the name here, but the system, in partnership with DJI, adds about $2,200 to the price of a sedan, and includes a drone, which in the video appears to be the DJI Air S3. This is only available in China, which is a little bit of a weird place for this to exist, actually. You have to be going pretty slow for the drone to launch or to land, less than 25 kilometers per hour. And the drone can follow at up to 54 kilometers per hour. And BYD has done this before with an SUV called the U8, although that drone does appear to be like a lot bigger than what's being offered here. Would you want a drone that just deploys from the roof of your car?
I can't say I would. Also, I really don't understand why.
I don't know. You can have a chase drone, right? So it can follow you, except apparently you can only do about, 30 miles an hour before it's too fast.
I could see, I don't know, fire department wanting this.
Maybe.
But why not just stop and launch a drone? Why do you need it to go off your car as you're driving?
Because then you have to completely stop your car and get all this equipment out and set it up and launch it. This just launches straight from your car. It's so much more convenient.
Then I have silly questions. What happens if you exceed 54 kilometers an hour? Do you just ditch your drone and then it gets sad?
Probably.
It explodes. Right? It's like the opposite of the movie Speed.
just finds another car. You're my mommy now.
I have another weird question. What happens if you go through a car wash and forget that it's on your car?
So you're not going to believe this. The way it deploys, it's car wash safe because it drops down into the car, and then the sunroof closes on it. It looks like here.
Okay, that actually seems kind of cool. I wouldn't pay for it, but
unless you're the backseat passenger, then you have no headroom.
I wouldn't pay, cool. Several $1,000s for that, but if I was given it for free, I'd totally take that. That does seem kind of cool. To have a little drone pop out of my car.
Seems like something that's going to break. Something's going to happen to it. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it'll work better than I think, but it just seems like there's a lot of moving parts there.
You know how people steal catalytic converters off cars?
Steal your drone.
Stole my drone. This seems kind of like the next evolution of those hood ornaments.
Okay.
Now it's a hood ornament that you can fly around.
This would be very cool if the drone was fast enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you could
you hit traffic or whatever, and you send the drone out a little bit in front of you to try to figure out. But now, then you hit traffic, and now there's just 500 drones all trying to figure out what's going on. Now there's a traffic jam
and crashing into each other and causing more traffic.
Yeah, or there's just two traffic jams now, right? There's the traffic jam on the ground, and then the traffic jam, 25 or 30 feet above the cars.
So if you've never tried this, get one of those cheap Chinese two-way radios and just keep it in your car. And if you ever hit a traffic jam that you just can't see what's going on, try and find whatever the local police dispatch station is and tune your radio to that. I've done that and figured out what was going on in accidents. Because like you can listen to the cops talking to each other about like the accident that's in front of you. Just don't like broadcast on that channel or don't transmit on that channel, because if you do, that is definitely illegal, and the cops have the equipment necessary to track it down and fine you.
Well, I couldn't imagine. I think like most of the devices that receive on that are receive only devices. The police scanners are generally receive only devices. I just don't. I think this is just a gimmick.
Yes. Yeah. And
it's definitely a gimmick, but it is kind of cool. I wouldn't pay for it, but
I mean, the Chinese cars or Chinese companies are known for gimmicky type stuff.
All right.
I see. It's got those little like doors that open up.
Let's take a look at it in action, shall we?
Sure.
Yeah.
现在出发，凌晕一下。
Oh, that's neat. That's real neat. It's having a baby. Okay, I really don't understand like why they're doing it in this.
现在我们让凌渊慢慢的返舱。
Yeah, I don't
I
understand.
changed my mind.
either.
I don't want that big bump on my car.
Yeah, it looks like they preserved the headroom by adding it basically on top of the car rather than like in the car, so to speak.
And
Yeah.
now it's just an attractive. Now I think people are going to steal it. They're going to be like, I know what's in there.
Yeah.
But also like the examples they were giving in that video was just like people driving out in nature filming their car driving. And I
Right.
understand that, like if you want a nice aerial shot of your car, but
Like
now
if you're
your car
filming a
has this
commercial,
big
if
ugly
you're trying
bump.
to, like if you're trying to sell your own car, yeah.
Well, I like the one.
Some people like doing that.
The one video there was them driving through like a tree lined road with the limbs going over the top. I'm like, you probably don't want to launch your drone under those kind of trees.
Or the one with the light poles on that like overpass.
Oh yeah.
Like your drone just smacks right into a street lamp.
Also, like how long do you want it to take for you to get where you're going? Because like you're like, hold on, we got to slow down to like a crawl.
I imagine people like buying this thinking, oh, I'm going to use this all the time, using it twice and then never again. And now you just have a bump on your car with this big, expensive, dumb thing in it.
Can you get like some sort of headset and then like drive your car in third person view from the view of the, of the drone?
Oh my God, like GTA. Okay,
Yeah.
I want it again. I want it again and I will pay for it.
Oh man,
That's so cool. I want that.
I'm just glad
Cool is
they're
not
not.
the word I would use.
I'm glad they're not offering this in the United States.
They should offer this for Cybertruck owners because Cybertruck owners can't see out their vehicle.
Yeah.
So this is perfect. They can just drive their Cybertruck in third person.
Yikes!
Then they can tell when they're running over all the children that they can't see.
They can send the drone after the people flipping them off.
To be fair, the only reason they can't see out of their truck is they're too busy kissing Elon Musk's feet or something.
Oh, God.
Well, they can't see out the back of their truck because the back is just not visible. They
Yeah.
can barely see out the front of their truck because of the giant pillars on the side. But then also, like, the front of their truck is so, like, far out in front of them and so tall that they just have no visibility for, like, what's in front of them when they're taking off from a stop.
That would be, you know what? People, they'd get really mad. Like, the kid flips off the Cybertruck, they launch the drone, and then the kid busts out a slingshot and takes out their drone. All Bart Simpson style.
Cyberdrone defeated.
Thanks for checking out the, what is this show called? This is How the Tech Are You? We try to do this show every week. And if you want to check out the rest of our stuff, you can go to echoplexmedia.com and click one of these two things or you will get measles. Have a great tech and week.